Hi everyone, it's Miss Goldman. We are going to do our third distant learning lesson for Eureka. This is lesson 3 from module 5. Again, if you are doing this and you don't on the Google Doc and you do not see all the pictures, that is all right. All you have to do is just look at the PDF version. The PDF, however, you cannot write on it. So that way you can see the pictures over there. Parents, again, if you would like to print this out, you can, but I would print it lesson by lesson as to not waste paper. And remember, if you are doing this on paper, please make sure either to upload your pictures onto Google Classroom and send them to me for your work to get credit, or send them to me through Class Dojo. And remember, at any time, if I'm going too fast, just pause this to get the answer, to write your answers in. And remember, you can also watch all these videos live in the morning at the time with the link that I will send you. So you can watch and do this lesson live with me together. And actually, when we do it live, we will be actually doing it together, not just in this video. So let's get started. So the first one says, each shape is a whole divided into equal parts. Name the fractional unit and then count and tell how many of those units are shaded. The first one is done for you. So we see there's 4 pieces of the triangle and 2/4 are shaded. So that's all you have to do. I'm going to give you some time to answer the other 3. Sorry again if you hear Mushu in the background. As many of you know, Mushu is my little kitten. And we're going to go over the answers. So we see for the rectangle one that has all the squares, it's 8, so there's 8 squares, and 5 of them are shaded. For the long rectangle, we see there are 3 of them, so it's in thirds, and its 3/3 are shaded because all the pieces are shaded in. And the last one is halves, those little weird circles, half circle things, and 1/2 is shaded there. So let's move on now to problem number 2. It says, circle the shapes that are divided into equal parts. Write a sentence telling what equal parts means. So I have circled one for you. I want you to see if you can find the rest of them. And on those lines, write a sentence telling me what equal parts means. Remember, you need a complete sentence. That means I want punctuation. I want a capital begin first letter. I will give you some time. Remember, if I'm going too fast, just pause. All right, I'm going to move on to show you the answers. And here you are. You can see I circled the square that has been cut into thirds and the circle that has been cut into eighths. And for my sentence, I wrote equal parts means all the pieces are perfectly the same size. So if you look at them, they're all the same. If you look at that diamond one between the 2 red circles, those pieces are not the same. If we were having ice cream or cake or pizza, you want to make sure everybody has the same amount because it's want it to be equal. Along with that other one between the black circle outline and the red one, the top pieces are smaller than the bottom ones. So they are not equal. So let's move on to problem 3. It says each shape is one whole. Estimate to divide each into 4 equal parts. Name the fractional unit below. So what I want you to do, as I just did on the first one for you, Draw in the lines to make them as equal as possible. I know it's a little bit trickier when you're on a computer moving the line to draw it. And don't forget to write the fractional unit for all of them. It will be the same. And we are going to go over the answers now. Remember, if I'm going too fast, just pause. So here are the answers, and you can see the fractional unit is 1/4. If you actually want to write out fourths, you could do that as well. But as you see, all of them are cut as best as possible into 4 pieces. And let's move on to the next problem. So since each shape is one whole, divide and shade to show the given fraction. So, as you can see in this one, I did the circle. And I colored in 1/3. Tried to make them as best as I could, because remember we went over doing it on a computer is a little bit trickier than doing it on paper. So you are going to do the trapezoid with 1/2 and the long skinny rectangle for 1/6. And I'm going to show the answers. If you need more time, just pause. So here's the answers. So you can see I did 1/2 of the trapezoid and 1/6 of the rectangle. So for this next one, it says again, estimate and divide into equal parts. Do not draw fourths. Divide each whole using a different fractional unit. Write the name, the fractional unit on the line below the shape. So everybody's might be different. If yours is different than what I have as my answers, that is okay. As long as, remember, we're not doing fourths. So you can't have 4 pieces. So I did what the rectangle halves. It's your job now to figure out what you want to do for the line and the circle. Remember, do not do fourths. And we're going to move on to see the answers. So you can see I drew in lines on the line for thirds. There are 3 pieces, and for the circle I made 8ths. Remember, yours may not look like mine, and that is perfectly fine. Just make sure you do not put fourths. Now we're going to the next problem, which is also our last one, so I'm doing this with you. So, Charlotte wants to equally share a candy bar with 4 friends. Draw Charlotte's candy bar. Show how she can divide her candy bars so everyone gets an equal share. What fraction of the bar does each person receive? So, if you look carefully, it says 4 and Charlotte. So that's not making it into 4, it's actually making it into 5 pieces. So if you see my rectangle, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that could be the friends, and then here is Charlotte as the 5th. So there you go. That was problem set 3 for Eureka. Now you're going to be doing the homework. You can be doing the homework right now. That way it's extra practice of what we just did since you just watched the video and filled this out. Remember to turn in the problem set and the homework through either Google Classroom or sending me a picture. And And remember, you can also get extra practice on this using Happy Numbers, which is a new program for all of you. You can also use IXL. You can go on Zern. Make sure you're also practicing your extra math. Remember, oh, and Prodigy. But remember, too, if you don't remember a username or password, please let me know, and I will give you your passwords and usernames. And that's the end of this lesson. And I will see you all later, either live or in this, where you'll just hear me for the next lesson. Bye!